And welcome everybody to the Huddle, Final Four edition, KGUT9's weekly streaming sports talk show. I'm Jason Barr, joined by Pat Parris. Pat, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jason. Sorry I can't be there in the studio, but I kind of needed a day off.
You're entitled. Pat, we've got a special guest, and we're going to bring him in right now. He is Brent Stover of CBS Sports, also does some IFL work, Indoor Football League, aspiring country musician as well, at least it says on my notes. Brent, welcome to the Huddle with me and Pat.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not putting food on the table with that because the checks aren't exactly rolling in from the music right now. But I appreciate this is my second time. I didn't know if after the first one I'd get invited back. So it's pretty cool that I get to take two here. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Terrific. Well, we always start with a Huddle poll question, and that's a question that we ask that we let the viewers answer on X or our website, and then we circle back at the end of the show and we kind of take a look and see how everybody voted. And this week's poll question, Brent and Pat, what is the biggest reason Arizona made the 2026 Final Four? Do you think it's Tommy Lloyd's coaching? Is it the size and strength of their bigs? Been so dominant all year. What about the senior leaders? Jaden Bradley, he's the Big 12 Player of the Year. Also Toby Awaka, Anthony Del Orso. Or is it the elite freshmen? Is it Koa Pete, Braden Burries, and Ivan Karchenkov, who officially is a freshman but is really a sophomore? A, B, C, or D? I'll start. I went with D, the elite freshman. And by the way, I don't think there's a wrong answer here. You know, I think any answer is fine. And I think it's going to be kind of mixed when we eventually see our results. But I went with D, elite freshman. Brent, we'll start with you. What do you think?
E, all of the above. Is that down there somewhere?
You can't choose E.
You can't choose E. That's a cop-out.
You can't choose E. You got to pick one.
I'm gonna go D, but E is in elite freshman, kind of following the train that you are riding on. You know, with Burries and Pete and Karchenkov, I get it, sophomore really. But the youth of the team has just been unbelievable. And that mix with Jaden Bradley and his ability to be clutch and the calming influence, it's been unbelievable the way you guys are just ripping through this tournament, right? You outscore Purdue. I mean, Purdue was hot as anybody in the country after that Big Ten tournament. You outscore by 22 in the second half. You ripped through Arkansas, scoring 108. I mean, it's been unbelievable. But if I had to choose, I'd say the elite freshman.
So I went with A. All of them are correct. You're right, Brent. You could have an E. They're all correct. But I really think it's Tommy Lloyd starting with being able to recruit these freshmen and get them to go there. But then his ability, you know, his calm demeanor, his presence, the way he instills confidence in those guys, that's the reason why Jaden Bradley's performing at that level, the bigs are performing at that level, and the elite freshmen. That's my take anyway.
Brent, this has looked like a Final Four team all year long. They only lost 2 games. You could make a case if Koa Pete played in those 2 games, maybe they wouldn't even lost those 2 games. This is a team that's looked like a Final Four team all year. They're so poised. They're never phased. And any of the weaknesses that Tommy Lloyd may have had in his first 4 years at Arizona, he's corrected, and they don't have those weaknesses here on this team. What's the sense? You're in New York City right now. What's the sense around the country about this Arizona team? It seems like people now have jumped on the bandwagon, and it seems like there's almost kind of a feeling that the Arizona-Michigan game is the heavyweight fight or the main event of the 2 games on Saturday. Is that fair?
Uh-oh, we lost Brent's audio. Brent, we lost your audio somehow. Yeah, we're going to have to...
Jason Barr, Pat Parris is the Huddle, KGUT9's weekly streaming sports talk show. We'll get Brent back here in just a moment. Pat, I know that, you know, we've covered this team, and I've seen some previous Arizona teams. This team just looked and felt different all year. This was not a Sweet 16 team, and not even an Elite 8 team. I was nervous at halftime. Listen, anything can happen in these short games.
Yeah.
And the way that Braden Smith and Oscar Clough were playing, it was as if they were going all Sam Decker, Frank Kaminsky on Arizona. Interesting what Tommy Lloyd said at halftime. He gave a couple of notes. You know, Murph, the assistant coach, gave his kind of little scouting. And then he said, hey, we're going to leave the players by themselves for a few minutes. We're going to leave you alone just to talk in FIO, as they call it, figure it out. You know, and that's what they did. And boy, who would have ever thought they would have outscored them by 22 in that second half? I do think Braden Smith's injury, though, with rolling the ankle, did play a difference.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brent. You can follow up here. I had confidence that they would make those second half adjustments at halftime, and they did. Injury certainly played a part for Purdue, but I really think, as I mentioned before, the coaching of Tommy Lloyd, he knows when to push and he knows when to step out of the room, and that's what he said he did on Saturday night in San Jose. Brent, your thoughts about where this team is, and as Jason mentioned, now suddenly this seems like it's the heavyweight matchup. It's the premier event Saturday night between Arizona and Michigan.
Thanks for bobbing and weaving there. I hit a wrong button, so that's on me. I apologize, guys.
It's okay.
No, and heavyweight, it's apropos because the physicality of both of these front lines. And I think, again, if you're splitting hairs, because Michigan, you can make the argument all year long that Michigan far and away was the best team in the country. I know Arizona fans don't want to think that, but I think there was about a 1 month stretch where it was Michigan and then kind of everybody else. When they lost L.J. Kaysen, I think that changed the game. Clearly, they're in the Final Four. They're fine. They had two of everything before. Now they got two of almost everything. But I think Arizona, I know they're 1.5 point dogs, which to me kind of feels like a push either way. But I think the front line of Arizona is slightly better than Michigan. Now, Lendeborg has been sensational all year, Big Ten Player of the Year. But if you asked me to give an edge, and I think it is going to come down to the physical bigs in this game, I would give the edge to Arizona. And I think that's the headline for me going into it.
Well, the two teams are very similar, and you make a good point. I mean, there was a stretch during that 2 month stretch when Arizona was number one. Michigan almost overtook them in the AP voting because the Wolverines were blowing out all their opponents, and it was almost like the poll was wanting to give Michigan that number one ranking. The two teams, though, very similar, strong at small forward, strong at guard play. The big physicality. Dusty May's done a fantastic job with Michigan. He didn't take over a perfect situation, getting the team to the Final Four back that quickly.
No question about it. I mean, he's done one of the best coaching jobs in America. I have a vote, and I went with Hoiberg on Coach of the Year, but it was tough because I mean, you could make the argument the two coaches in this game in the Final Four. I just went with Hoiberg.
Hey, quick question on that. Is the Coach of the Year just regular season, or do they count the postseason too?
Well, that's the thing. Last night, it opened just in the last couple of days, and I think it closes April 1st, which is tomorrow. So clearly, I mean, I'm making –
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
Now, I kind of made my decision on the regular season. I think my mind was kind of made up when I did the finalists a couple of weeks ago, but I went with Hoiberg just because Nebraska's never done – I mean, if Nebraska had lost in the first round of the tournament, I might not have. I mean, it's, again, I keep going back to it. You're splitting hairs. But to see that team go to the Sweet 16 when they've never won a tournament game and the turnaround under Hoiberg in the last couple of years, that's what I went with. But anyway, yeah, Dusty May has been sensational. And we know you get Florida Atlantic to a Final Four, all bets are off. And Michigan got the right guy. He's been awesome. And the way I think it helped them that L.J. Kaysen did get hurt when he did so that they could play these last couple of weeks and this stretch into the postseason and, the Big Ten tournament without him and have the ability to kind of adjust on the fly as opposed to him getting hurt right at the very end. But I don't know. This feels like a push to me, but I give Arizona the edge going into this game.
You mentioned Tommy Lloyd in there as well. I guess we need to talk about that. Probably best time to do it now, Jason. That's the rumors are out there, and Jason, if you want to set up the soundbite, it's it's a little concerning for us Wildcat fans for sure. You hope that the job still here is more appealing, and he loves it here, and things are going well here. But there are some obstacles to getting a contract extension, Jason.
Okay, so yeah, I'll set it up. We'll take it from the start here. I think really the first moment it kind of got some traction is when Seth Davis, national writer in San Jose, asked Tommy Lloyd about it. And Tommy Lloyd really didn't deny interest on either end. And who knows if he had been contacted at that point. But now it's clear that it looks like he has. Doug Gottlieb is, some others have reported that Michael Jordan has contacted him. Now it's kind of getting out that there's some friction between, Tommy Lloyd and Desiree Reed-Francois, the athletic director. He has not denied anything like that. Okay, he has not come out and said that. And then he made some comments after the game when they won. He said, "Well, there'll be another great coach after me." What? Now, so today he says in the press conference, "Well, I didn't say when," but he's not. He's being vague, Pat and Brent, and he's deflecting. He's not saying no. Okay, he's being very vague. And so what we're going to play right now, though, is the comment from Doug Gottlieb, who I believe is the Wisconsin Green Bay coach. He used to be and still is a national sportscaster. And here's what he told Colin Cowherd the other day.
I laughed at the Tommy's going to go to UNC. I'm like, guys, Arizona's got a lot.
Yeah, I don't laugh at that yet, Colin. I mean, that's the working rumor in college basketball is Arizona doesn't have that much money. There's some fracture in the relationship there with his athletic director, and I was told that Michael Jordan called him 2 nights ago. So that's the working rumor.
Wow.
So I don't know. None of this is firsthand knowledge. But again, so look at.
So now there's talk also that Tommy Lloyd wanted this job 5 years ago, but they instead went with Hubert Davis because Hubert Davis was part of the Carolina family. There's some talk that maybe North Carolina has deeper pockets. Who knows? Maybe Arizona, instead of having to pay Tommy Lloyd a ton of money, could take an $11 million buyout, and maybe they think they can get the next Tommy Lloyd. Good luck with that. I think they caught, they got a little lucky here with this head coach who has averaged a 2 seed in his 5 years here. Their seeds in the NCAA tournament: 1, 2, 2, 4, and this year 1. That's a total of 10, 5 years, averaged a 2 seed. Good luck getting somebody else who's going to do that. But Arizona may not have the pockets that North Carolina has. Now, the other thing I'll say, let me just get, Brent, your take on it, and then I'll come back because I've got another point. But let me give you a chance to respond.
No, I would just say that, the grass isn't always greener. Arizona's a great job. It's a fantastic job. I know it's been a long time since you've been to the Final Four, but Arizona, to me, is one of the best jobs in the country. The problem is North Carolina is North Carolina. And it's like Alabama in football. It's like Michigan.
Well, and that's what happened, Brent. Greg Byrne left. He was the athletic director here, okay? And they said, well, why are you leaving? He says, it's Alabama, The baseball coach, Jay Johnson, went to LSU. The soccer coach, Tony Amato, went to Florida. The football coach, Jed Fish, went to Washington. The only one who stayed was Lute, okay? But this is a different world today.
The people with the money get to make the decisions in the world. Money talks. So I would not be surprised if at all. You said the buyout's $11 million, whatever the exact number is.
Before April 15th, that's the buyout. It drops after April 15th. But you have to do that sooner because the transfer portal window opens April 7th. And for this business of, you would have to start over at North Carolina, only with the fan base. He would have, what's the guy? They've got a 5-star, Dylan something is his name, a high school senior already committed to North Carolina. He would have Henry Vasar there. He would probably bring Caleb Holt with him. He'd have a big 3 right away. He wouldn't have to rebuild the whole roster. They'd win right away. Now he has to start over with a fan base, different part of the country, but really, it's a closer stop to Europe for him with all of his recruiting in North Carolina.
Here's what I'll say, though, Jason. I'll jump in here. There's an X factor that gets left out all the time for people who don't understand what Tucson and the University of Arizona is about. And Tommy talks about it all the time about, he talked about bringing smiles to 1 million people's faces after winning the game the other night and going to the Final Four because Tucson, Arizona is special. And Arizona basketball is this area. This is our identity. He's also a West Coast guy. And West Coast people love the West Coast for a reason. It's as I texted with you this morning, Jason, as I told you that the West Coast it's kind of a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It's a vast open spaces of beauty, and you just feel a certain at home here that he's not going to feel North Carolina. Don't get me wrong, North Carolina is beautiful. I love that Raleigh, Charlotte, Durham area. It's beautiful, but it's not the same, and the pressures aren't the same. And does Tommy really want to start over and move his family and do all that when he's really found a home here? So I think that all factors in as well, and I don't think you can discount that by just saying they're going to give him $8 million and a bunch of NIL. Arizona has to pony up, but as Brent said, the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the fence.
And speaking of family, his son did like an Instagram something or other linking Tommy Lloyd to North Carolina, throwing that part of fueling the rumors. Brent.
That's part of it. It's all part of it now. I would say this. Because you can see I'm oscillating back and forth. The last coach that just got fired was in the Final Four 3 years ago. 3 years later, he's fired. And he's been to the – I mean, won a game in the tournament last year. They snuck in. Yep. Made the tournament this year. But it's at Carolina, the expectation's different. You got to make a Final Four every other year, you know? But money, you know, it's easy.
The Mississippi coach left for LSU. It's hard to get people to stay. It is.
Yeah,
and I know, you know, here in Tucson, Lute Olson didn't take the Kentucky job when he was offered. But that's a totally different world back in the early 1990s, you know? Listen, I really, really hope he stays. I'm just seeing a lot of smoke right now. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes, but for the sake of you guys and your fan base, I hope he stays as well. But
I really want him to stay. Oh, in the worst way. He's done a phenomenal job.
Certainly, but what about the? You know, I mean, if you're getting twice the amount of money, I mean, it's easy to say and say, but you love the fan base and the lifestyle and all that, and I get all that.
I don't even know if it comes down to money for him personally. I think it comes down to money for his
NIL
staff,
money for the players.
It's NIL money for the players that really. And that's where Tucson comes a little shorter than North Carolina will, but not if you reallocate the money the right way. And maybe that's where they're butting heads with the athletic director and Tommy Lloyd. We don't know exactly why they're
why we don't know why there's a source of friction.
But my guess is that Tommy Lloyd says, I don't care that I'm getting the same percentage of NIL that all the other schools across America are getting. I have to compete against teams, like a North Carolina or a Duke, that are getting $20 million a year in NIL, and we're only getting 10. So you got to get me $20 million. I don't care how you do it. You got to get me $20 million.
Why are we in a world
North Carolina shelled out the big bucks for Belichick? And then the other comment that Tommy Lloyd made was when he was asked why, how about no mid-majors in the Sweet 16 for the second straight year? He said, well, that's one of the reasons I came to Arizona. I saw what was happening. Yeah. So that's another, fuel to the fire. Go ahead, Brett.
Yeah, no, if you're a mid-major guy and you're a star player, the coach of the opposite team is coming over to shake your hand after they beat you and saying, hey, how about next year for a couple million, you come take a step up and play with this. The fact, and this is a sidebar here, but I'm done pretending that all this is okay. You know what I mean? Listen to what we're saying. Well, they have 20 million there and we only have 8 million here. Well, I mean, that's the Wild West. College basketball.
That's another conversation, but that's what we're dealing with. And then to throw it on top, throw another part of it is Henry Vesar was a player who he developed. This is somebody he got from I think it's Estonia, okay? And Henry Vesar wasn't very good when he was here originally. The first couple of years in Arizona, he even got hurt. Then he came back last year. He was an incredible player. And Tommy Lloyd did all of that. North Carolina just cut him a check. And Arizona couldn't add. They already had a couple bigs for next year, and so he's there. So North Carolina obviously has money if they're cutting a big check for Henry Vesar, and if they're paying Bill Belichick all the money. And so that's where I think it's going to be tough. And Desiree Reed-Francois, the athletic director, was brought in to fix a budget deficit and in irrational spending and exuberant spending. I don't know that she has the type of money to match what North Carolina has. And I think that might be the issue. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, you got to find the money. It's just that simple. And if it means taking some money away from football a little bit to make basketball, because we're at a basketball school, we're not at a football school. I've been saying that my entire life as an Arizona Wildcat fan. So find a way. And if you let Tommy Lloyd go because you couldn't get enough NIL money, shame on you. And if it means that Desiree Reed-Francois has to go instead, then maybe that's what has to happen. I don't know.
It'd be hard to replace him. I'll tell you that. You're going to be hard pressed, especially this late. I mean, this late in the game. I mean, the only high major job left is Carolina, right? So we're musical chairs and we're down to one chair left. So if he takes the chair at Carolina, then where does Arizona turn at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and notice how North Carolina hasn't hired anybody, right? Because they want to get this done as soon as possible, and they've got a week before this April 7th portal. They don't want to lose Dylan Mingo. I'm saying his name wrong. He's the 5-star combo guard who's the 8th best player in the country who's going there. They don't want to lose him, but notice how North Carolina hasn't hired anybody. So that almost kind of leaves him and Dusty May, and we're also hearing a little bit of Billy Donovan. But they haven't hired somebody. And usually these teams don't take that long. They have a short list even before they make a move, right? I'm sure they had a short list. They just didn't decide to do it with Hubert Davis right after that game. That was thought about a few weeks before. right? And the loss to VCU just kind of cinched that deal, right? And so the fact that they even haven't hired anybody since kind of adds speculation, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, there's no question. Speculation's running wild right now, and it's not good for Arizona at this point. So we'll see. We'll see.
What
Should
if
we
you
talk
win
a
a
little
national title?
IFL?
Sure. I was just going to say, what if you win a national title and then he leaves? Would you be okay with that?
There's no way he leaves if they win a national championship.
There
I
you
don't
go.
think that. I don't think so. So
I
let's
don't
just win
know,
the national
Pat.
championship.
Because then he could be like, "Hey, Wildcat fans, how mad could you be at me? I won you the national championship."
I think you get all kinds of money coming in if he wins a national championship from people that wouldn't normally give money if they weren't feeling it. They were feeling it so great they were going to give money now. Brent, do you see my football right over here?
Yeah, I love it. It's the first thing I noticed before I even noticed your face. It looks great.
Yeah, it's way better looking than my face. Is this football? It's the IFL championship game, which you called last year here in Tucson. I got a chance to see Vegas play their second game. Was the Sugar Skulls' first game in Tucson here on Sunday night. Vegas is good. Wow, they look better right now than they looked when we saw them win the championship in some ways.
Yeah, they won by 3 touchdowns. I mean, Jaden DeLauro was the MVP of that title game. Obviously, look, they came out and they lost to Green Bay in that Hall of Fame game with nobody in the stands. It's kind of a weird situation with the blizzard.
The blizzard there, yeah.
Yeah. So this was the first real opportunity, and you're right. They're awesome. They're every bit as good as they were last year. Quentin Randolph is sensational. Flipping over the wall to make that touchdown catch. Had another great touchdown catch where he had to kind of contort his body and come back and reach over the defender. You almost got your head taken off. I mean, that game had everything in the world.
Yeah, I ducked. Yeah, you're going to get to see what it's the Arizona Rattlers. You're going to call this game Sunday night in Indianapolis. We'll all try to stop by and see you there too on Sunday night against. They've got a second-year franchise there in the Indianapolis area.
Yeah, Fisher's Freight and Felix Harper is a really dynamic quarterback. He threw 3 touchdowns last time out. They did take a loss. They're 1-1 to start, but the Rattlers are the draw. They've since they joined the league, the IFL, they're the only team that has won national championships during that stretch, and they played in 4 total championships, so they won 2 out of the 4. Kevin Guy is probably the most interesting and most dynamic coach in the league, both for what he says on and off the field and his ability to develop teams. They've completely revamped the roster from a team that went deep in the playoffs last year, and as he told us earlier today on the podcast, every single time they're in town, everybody's juiced to beat them. They celebrate like they just won a Super Bowl when they do beat them, which is rare. I think the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable in Fishers, Indiana. I think it's going to have a championship-type feel to it, and I can't wait to get there for the electricity on Yahoo Sports Network on Sunday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night, Brent. Jason, as you know, Brent does the weekly game on Yahoo, and he calls the championship game. And the level of the quality of the broadcast is gone way, way up. But the level of the game, I think, Jason, as you know, you've covered it as well since we got the franchise in 2019 here. The level of play just keeps getting better and better. When you have a Jaden DeLauro is the best quarterback in the league, the level of play's gone way up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I wonder about the marketing of it. We were talking a little race car right before we jumped on here. They changed the name of the IRL because they thought it sounded like a disease, so they called it Indy Racing. Do you think that the IFL needs a different name? It's the Indoor Football League. Well, there's indoor football in the NFL. Does it need a different name, do you think? Or do you think, don't even worry about the name, just worry about the product and, everything will take care of itself? Well, what do you think of that?
I think the name
posed
works.
This question.
Yeah.
You think the name works?
I think it works, because you've got the NFL, you've got the UFL, you've got the AFL, which has fallen on hard times. I mean, this is far and away the best league in this sport right now. It's not even close. We got the best television
So
package.
what I asked the head coach a couple years ago was, I said, should you buy the name the Arena League? Because remember, the three of us are deep in the weeds, right? We know the difference and all the intricacies, but the average fan doesn't know out there. But I do think the average fan knows what the Arena League is and knows that it's a 50-yard field. I don't think the average person out there knows what the IFL was. And so my question was, should you buy the name? And the answer that I was given back was, no, the Arena League has a bad stigma to it because of a lot of problems that have happened. And I just said, okay. But I thought to myself, you know what? People deep in the weeds know that. I don't think the average fan knows that. I want to see the league do really well. So that's what I was just kind of wondering about. I don't know how the league kind of breaks through, or maybe it just doesn't have to. It could just kind of find its niche.
Well, I think, and Pat, I don't want to,
or just gradually improve, like it is with you in the broadcasts.
Well, I would just say this: they've got 14 teams, and they have the best. The ownership that you have to. It is not easy to just buy a team in this league. Whereas other leagues in the past, franchises come and go. This thing has been around for a couple of decades, and they've been solid with the owners. And I think it starts there. And this is the first year, Jason. And I'm not poo-pooing your point because it's an outstanding point. And before I got involved with the IFL, I had thought
it's okay to poo-poo it. I'll be okay with it.
I would just say this, and then I'll step out, Pat, to get out of your way here. But I would just say I'm good with the Indoor Football League, IFL. In terms of the marketing, I think we are living in it right now. We have the best talent that we've ever had on the field and broadcasting. And I would also say that the marketing has never been better. And I would say, lastly, that, the Arena Football League is in a tough spot, and it has a stigma at this point. This league, for the first time ever, with the national television and streaming packages, is taking a huge leap forward. They've been on the IFL network and on YouTube for years. But this is the big step. We're living in it right now, and we're only in the first month of the season.
Yeah, and we see
that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Yeah,
and we see it from a more local view with the Tucson Sugar Skulls too. And I do think there's some real traction with this new ownership group led by Edmund Marquez and Ali Farhang. And I think that we saw it on Sunday night in the midst of an NCAA tournament run, a Final Four run for Arizona basketball. In years past, we might have had 2,000 people at the arena. The arena was probably 2/3 full, which I know people say, well, that's not great. Well, it is for the first game of the year. They've never had a crowd like that for the first game of the year. So that crowd will grow as the season goes on. They just got to start winning games now, and I think it'll catch on more here than it has in the past.
I agree.
Okay, let's jump ahead. Yeah. Good answer, both of you, for sure. All right, let's move it along here. Brent, we do something called a 2-minute warning where we kind of do some rapid fire, and we're going to do that and then circle back to the Huddle poll question. And Pat and I have not seen these questions before, right? So we're seeing this for the first time. Okay, so first down. Go ahead, our producer, Ryan. Who was last weekend's MVP for Arizona basketball? Well, they gave it to Coach Pete for the West Regional, so it's whether or not you agree with that assessment. And maybe give it to Coach Pete for the entire West Regional, right? Ivan Karchenkov had a big game too. Either Coach Pete or Ivan Karchenkov.
Karchenkov, Pat? He's a force inside. I mean, Coach Pete he's flashy, he gets the headlines. I'm going Karchenkov.
Good answer, Pat.
I kind of like the Coach Pete angle. I love what Burries did. I always love what Jaden Bradley does, but I went with Coach Pete.
All right, second down. Who will get drafted higher, Burries or Pete? I think Burries will. I think that Pete's got a little bit more improvement that he needs to make with his shooting. I think Burries just needs to probably just adjust a little bit to the speed of the NBA. It might take him a year just to get going, or at least half a season to get going, like it took him a little part of this freshman season to get going. I think there's more improvement from Pete regarding his shot. So I'd say Burries goes a little higher. Pat?
I think that Pete might just edge him out, but it wouldn't surprise me if Burries goes first. I think Pete will end up being the better pro over the next 10, 12, 15 years, but I think they're both going to be very good pros. Brent?
I'm going Pete. Yep, definitely Pete because of what Pat just said, the upside.
Yep.
All right, third down. Are you surprised Arizona is not favored versus Michigan? Yeah, when Brent said they were a 1.5 underdog, I was surprised. I thought it was a pick'em last I heard, so I was surprised to hear that. But if it went from a pick'em to Michigan being favored by a point and a half. That means the money's going to Michigan. Little surprised by that. Yeah, the point and a half, that it moved that much. Yes. Pat, are you surprised?
Not really. I 1.5 to me isn't that much. I do think that what Arizona fans need to be ready for is the fact that in that arena in Indianapolis, that's Big Ten territory, and there's going to be Michigan fans and Arizona fans. There's going to be a lot of just Big Ten fans, and they may be rooting for Michigan even if they're not Michigan fans. We'll have to see. Brent?
I'm not surprised. I think Big Ten has been the best conference all year. I think Michigan has been the best team in the Big Ten conference all year long, even though they lost to Purdue in the championship game. And it's only a point and a half. If it was like 6.5, I'd have an issue. But a point and a half feels like a pick 'em or a push.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, 4th down. By the way, I'm looking up miles from Ann Arbor to Indianapolis. I'm curious about that.
Who should Arizona want to play in the national championship? Who should they want to play? So in other words, who if Arizona advances, who would you want to see them play?
Yeah, by the way, gosh, I didn't realize Ann Arbor was only 265 miles from Indianapolis.
Yeah, no, it's
There'll be a lot of
not that
Michigan
far
fans
away.
there.
Yeah.
So I do have a strong feeling about this. I think you want Illinois just because you already beat UConn. UConn has seen you. UConn didn't have its star player. I don't want anything to do with UConn. I'm not trying to knock Illinois. I just don't want anything to do with UConn. That's a good question, though. Pat?
Well, I don't want to be the cop-out person, so I'll pick somebody eventually. But I will say this. It doesn't matter. You just want to make it to the championship game. And I do believe that the team that wins this first game between Arizona and Michigan will win the championship. I just think they're better than UConn. I think they're better than Illinois. Brent Stover loves Illinois. He picked Illinois way back before anybody else did. So I know he's got, not that you have a dog in that fight, you just picked them early, so kudos to you. But I think I'd rather play Illinois than UConn. It's just like
I got it.
Jason said.
Yeah, I got everything wrong other than that. So I appreciate you pointing out the positives, Pat. That was good. So at first I was going to say you don't want Illinois because 3 of their 4 opponents, they've held to under 60 points. Like defensively, they've been sensational. Like they absolutely locked up Houston in Houston, held them to 55. But I don't want any part of UConn right now. Dan Hurley has never lost in the Sweet 16 or later. He's only lost in the NCAA tournament was to the eventual national champion Florida Gators in the round of 32 last year. He's going for 3 national titles in 4 years. Only 6 guys have ever done that. And they have that special sauce. I know the music ran out. I got to finish. They got the special sauce. After what I saw, the way that Duke game ended, I'm like, no way in heck am I betting against UConn from here on out. They've just got something, that magical thing going in March.
You and I agree on that. Okay, let's finish it up by circling back to the Huddle poll question. We had this at the beginning of the show, and now we kind of see what the answers are, what people who are tuning in voted and see the poll question on X. And that is, what is most responsible for Arizona getting to the Final Four? Is it Tommy Lloyd's coaching? Is it the size and strength? Is it the elite freshmen? Or is it the senior leadership? Those are the 4. And, it looks like we don't have a ton of votes here.
No, there is. I looked earlier. It's not that there were only 4 people voting or something. It's way more than that.
Okay, so maybe it's just kind of funny how it handled on the even numbers.
Yeah.
Usually we've got some squiggly lines or some crooked numbers, as they say in baseball.
Right.
But yeah, okay. So half the people think it's Tommy Lloyd's coaching. Well, the argument for that is without Lloyd's coaching, you don't have the size and the strength and the senior leaders and the elite freshmen. So that kind of capsules the other 3, I suppose.
Could be.
I think it's fair.
Oh, X is glitched.
Oh, it's
X
glitched.
is glitched. We got a glitch on X. Okay. When I saw those numbers, I was like, it doesn't sound like we got
I think there's
it
more
almost
votes
sounds like
than
we
that
got,
going on.
6, 3, and 3 to get to 12. We usually get more votes than that. So
Yeah.
so anyway, so that was our Huddle poll question. Hey, Brett Stover, thank you so much for your time. It was great having you back, and great to hear another voice, and we appreciate it.
I love it, man. I can't wait to see you guys in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we'll see you on Sunday in Indianapolis, if not before then. Sometime in Indy, we'll catch up even before then, probably.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jason. Great to meet you. This is a great show. A lot of fun. I'll come back anytime if you'll have me.
Absolutely.
All right, you as well. Thank you. All right.
Thanks,
so for
Brent.
our guest, Brent Stover, and for Pat Parris, I'm Jason Barr. This has been The Huddle, KGUN 9's weekly streaming sports talk show, Final Four edition. We think we'll see you right back here at this time. We might be traveling. We'll work something out. Especially
We might
if
have to
Arizona
record it
wins.
a little early on next Tuesday, celebrating a national championship, perhaps. Both of us, I don't know, in Indy.
We'll FIO it, as Tommy Lloyd says. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
That's right. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time.